Hello, everyone. It's Mrs. Welsknight here.
And Welsknight.
Woohoo!
Kind of. Hi.
Well, this is our episode of the Pixelmon server. Do you want to tell us a little bit about Welsknight?
You're putting it on me. I
of
haven't
course.
thought about it. Welcome to Pixelmon. This is Pokemon, but in Minecraft.
Season 2.
Yeah, season 2. Not for you.
Season 1 for me, but season 2.
This is okay. All right. Allow me one moment to gather my thoughts. Oh, okay. Woosah. All right. So, welcome everyone to the Pixelmon Evolved. Was Evolved what we decided? Yes. Pixelmon Evolved server. This is the Pixelmon Let's Go server, but with a new name and some extra people. That it's Pixelmon Let's Go season 2. But Wifey wasn't in season 1, so for you this is Pixelmon Evolved season 1.
But technically season 2.
Ish. I don't know. It's complicated. Basically, it's Pokemon in Minecraft, and we're on a server with a whole bunch of other people, some of whom are online right now, and some of whom are not. And Wifey is here. Hi.
Hi. I'm actually really excited.
That was probably like the most needlessly complicated intro I've ever done.
Yes.
We are 1 minute and 45 seconds into the video, and we have barely even made it out of the intro.
Goal achieved, right? Or no? No. That looks
Sure.
like a no.
Sure. Anyway, so we've actually been playing on the server now for what, like 2 weeks?
I think so. And the reason that we didn't get much recorded beforehand was because our power went out.
Yeah.
I had a big
we had
recording
a big
day. I had a big recording day planned, and our power went out.
Yeah, we had a big storm, and this wasn't like, oh, your power was out for a couple hours. Boo-hoo. No, we were out of power for like what? It was like a week.
Almost a week, yep.
It was great, and thankfully we had running water. But yeah, we were running like what were we actually? Oh, our refrigerator and our freezer off of our neighbor's generator.
They were so nice and offered, and so we had extension cords going out our window to hook up to their generator.
Yep, it was pretty crazy.
Oh yeah,
so for like a week, we
nervous.
were basically camping. We were camping, but in our house. It was interesting. But yeah, so the server I think has actually been up for like a couple weeks now, but we haven't been on for super long. And I don't know about Wifey, but I have just done a lot of the like. I feel like I didn't like Pixelmon Let's Go was not that long ago, and I did all the boring like early game stuff not that long ago in that series and in other stuff. So I'm not showing it. You know, like getting tools and blah, blah, blah.
I wanted to show it, but there was no power.
Yeah, so we've done some stuff. This is Island Day Wells.
Wells Island.
Name in progress.
Or it's the Welsknight
title.
Island.
Yeah.
That's what I have it listed. So there's what's called warp plates, so you can warp between places, so that we can warp between spawn and our island, and I named it the Welsknight Island. Sorry.
the Isles of Wells.
We can change it if you want to.
I don't know. A name in progress. We're working on it. Anyway.
My waypoint is home sweet home.
Yeah, so let me just pull up the map, Jay, for you, dear. So
there we go. Home sweet home island.
This is our island.
Oh,
and
sorry.
if you go kind of like due west, this is where Spawn Town is. There's like a big thing there right now. So we're not too far from Spawn. This is going to be like our permanent base. And I have started kind of laying out what is going to be. There are so many flying Pokemon flying everywhere.
I didn't even know that you can see other players on the maps.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you totally can. It's
like
super
Nevers
useful.
is totally flying right now.
Probably. But anyway, so I've started laying out this house. This is going to be it's going to be a very large modern mansion. And I don't do modern very often. So it's going to be interesting. This is what I'm going to be working on.
I don't do modern at all, so we're good.
You barely build at all.
I know.
You're
learning. A collector.
Yes. Yeah, it's actually great because Mrs. Wells gets to do all the grindy stuff and collecting things like all of the stone and materials so that I can just like build things.
It's terrible that I love collecting the stuff. Ooh, Keldeo, that's us.
Like it's actually hilarious because Mrs. Wells actually just loves grinding in games. Like all the things that I get really annoyed with after an amount of time, like, oh, you need to go gather 6 chests of stone or like whatever. She's like, this is fun.
I was like, all the stone. How many double chests do you need? Let's go with 8.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So anyway, I'm smelting up glass. The mansion is kind of laid out. It's going to consist of 2 floors plus at least 1 large basement, maybe multiple levels in the basement. I haven't decided yet. It all depends. But it's going to be very nice and modern and pretty. And that's what most of my first episode, I think, is going to consist of, is actually like building that up and making it pretty. Because there are going to be episodes on my channel and episodes on Wifey's channel. And they will be different episodes.
Yes.
They're not just going to be the same episode of us doing all the same things. This one, I think, is on your channel.
Is it? It's on my
Right?
channel? Yes.
Yes.
Ooh, and, so...
Wifey?
Oh, sorry. Push to talk is a thing.
Oh, yes. Wifey, you can push to talk. She forgot how to press buttons. Anyway.
It's because right now I'm running around trying to find that Keldeo, and I forgot that I also need to press... The hand that I use for my remote is the same hand I have to press to talk with.
Your remote?
My mouse. Okay,
Who
let's
calls
not...
a mouse a remote?
Let's not get into the remote talk again.
I think I just crashed. Yeah, so Wifey has this weird thing where she calls a TV remote a controller and a controller, like for a console, a remote. I'm like, Wifey, it's the opposite of what you're actually saying. Did I crash or...
Twig.
I can still see you. Oh, I see a new duck that I haven't caught yet. Let's go collect it. I'm going to go collect the duck.
Yeah, I crashed. Okay, give me a second. I will log back in.
Ooh, ducklet.
Probably lost that recording, but that's okay.
Look at the ducklet.
It's going to be your episode,
Ooh.
not mine.
Catch it. Eee.
So, Wifey, given that this is your
Sweet.
episode, what would you like to do in this episode?
Let me catch a ducklet and I will let you know. Because you already said that we're not doing the storage stuff today.
Yeah, the house needs to be built before we can start filling the rooms.
Why don't we go over some of the basics of what we should get together? Because I've been cutting some trees, but someone told me that I can actually get a Pokemon that learns cut to cut the trees for me.
Yeah, if you get a Pokemon that is a high enough level with a high enough strength stat and you teach it cut, it will be able to chop down full trees for you. But then it has a cooldown. So, like, you can chop down a tree and then you have to wait.
Oh, I captured it.
Turtwig. Hidden ability? Nope. Bye-bye. Okay.
I captured the ducklet.
Good. Congratulations on your dock.
Ooh. It's
What?
got Big Pack's ability.
Okay. That's not a great ability, but that's fine. Also, for those of you who may not have watched Pixelmon Let's Go, and actually, for that matter, for the people who did
goodness.
watch Pixelmon Let's Go,
I have my Charizard.
I have been playing Pokemon games for a very, very long time, and Pixelmon actually does like a fantastic job of translating the Pokemon main series game mechanics into Minecraft. So like, there's a lot of really technical
it's so
Pokemon
awesome.
stuff. There's a lot of very, very technical Pokemon stuff. And I think I kind of made a mistake in season 1 where I got super bogged down in the technical Pokemon stuff and didn't always do a very good job of explaining those things to people who may not know as much about the technical side of Pokemon as I do. So, Wifey, you get to be the student.
Yay! I like learning stuff.
We need to
sometimes.
get you like a Jedi Padawan skin.
Oh, I've seen people on the server and they're wearing some sort of robe. What is that?
I don't know.
We have to find out because I kind of want one. Sound
We
good?
need to get you one of... Sure. We need to get you a different skin, though. You need a Pokemon skin.
Oh my goodness. I was just telling Welsknight the other day that I totally want a Charizard or a Pikachu onesie. Oh, did you know that you can bring up your entire Pokédex?
Did you know that there's literally an icon on the screen that shows you the hotkey at all times to pull up your entire Pokédex?
I may or may not have just learned that yesterday, so I'm at 21% completion.
Very nice. I'm not even close. I am at 3%.
We will work on it.
But I have all the Abras. Like,
okay, so what's the difference between the Abras that you've been catching?
Okay, so I wish you could like give someone permission to look in your own Pokemon boxes. So
that'd be so nice.
First of all, do you know what a nature is?
Yes, it's under the summary, right? No, it's under the stats.
Under the stats.
Let's look at the stats.
So if you look at their the stats
nature
of any Pokemon, they will all have a nature.
Yeah.
Of some kind.
Yes, I see that. Sorry.
Right?
First to talk. Yes.
That's okay. So what the nature does, there are basically two types of natures. There are natures that, there are neutral natures, which literally do nothing. And then there are natures, like the vast majority of them, which will raise one stat by 10% and lower another stat by 10%. Are you with me so far?
Yes. I may have been betting Remy. I'm still with you. I was listening.
Yeah, I figured. I heard you saying things to the doggo. Anyway, so natures will raise one stat by 10% and lower another stat by 10%.
Yes.
Okay. So if you really want to get super into the technical, super competitive side of Pokemon, and honestly, natures are not that technical, but you want a nature that is good for your Pokemon and not a nature that is bad for your Pokemon. So, for example, your Charizard, right?
Is calm.
Is calm. Okay.
So special attack up, and what was the other one? It was, yeah.
Calm off the top of my head is like, isn't calm like
attack
special
down,
defense
special defense up?
Yeah. So that's not a terrible nature for Charizard. And the reason it's not a terrible nature is because Charizard, this Charizard anyway, is
Can I
a
show you
special.
something really cool?
Sure. Are you gonna Mega Evolve it?
Oh no, I forgot how. Oh wait, I got it. Press G. And
Ta-da! Mega Evolve Charizard.
not yet. There it goes.
Now it is.
It's so cool. Oh, that's awesome.
See, I can do that too. Ta-da!
Ooh, I like that.
Yep. I just kind of randomly came across it as I was flying. And I was like, I literally have a Pidgeot in my party. I might as well get it.
on his leg.
But anyway, so back to
And
natures,
wings on
right?
his legs,
So
or front feet.
since Charizard is a special attacking Pokemon,
Yes.
right? An example of a bad nature would be a nature that lowers its special attack, like an adamant nature, for example.
Ah, I see.
Right? A good nature would be a nature that raises its special attack or perhaps its speed. Basically, a nature is a nature that a good one is a nature that helps it do whatever you want it to do. Right? Charizard is not always a special attacker. Sometimes people use it as a physical attacker or a mixed attacker. So like it's situationally. Wow. Why am I having so many problems with the English language? It is situationally dependent on what you actually want the Pokemon to do. But natures are something that can kind of give you a little bit of an extra edge if you pay attention to them. Right? Because like if you want to have the very fastest Pokemon, two Pokemon that are otherwise identical, but one with a good nature and one with either a neutral or bad nature, one is going to end up being faster. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's why natures are important. Now, when it comes to getting natures, the reason that I was doing all the stuff with the Abra is because Abra has an ability. You know what an ability is, right?
Yes, and that's a synchronize, right?
Yes, Abra's ability is synchronize.
So
And
it
if you-
synchronizes the opponent Pokemon to you?
Well, what synchronize does in battle is it will pass a status condition to the other Pokemon. So, like, if Charizard burned an Abra, Charizard would also get burned, just as an example. That's what it does in battle. But what people don't tell you about synchronized is that it has a special secret second effect. And that is, if you have a Pokemon with synchronize in the very top slot, the very first slot of your party, and you meet a wild Pokemon, the wild Pokemon has a 50% chance to have the same nature as your synchronized Pokemon. So, for example, if I was trying really, really hard to catch like a modest Charizard, and I had a modest Abra with synchronize as my very first Pokemon, there'd be a 50% chance that that Charizard that I catch would also end up being modest.
Are there any other Pokemon that can synchronize or just Abra?
There is Abra. Ralts is another one. And there's a couple others that I don't remember off the top of my head. Abra is by far the easiest one to get large quantities of. And I went and caught basically an Abra with every single nature that has synchronize. It took me like a day. And a lot of
You were at it all day.
I know. I think it literally took me like 8 hours and like 2 stacks of quick balls to catch an Abra with every single nature. But now I have them, and now I never have to do it again until season 3. Whenever that is.
I don't know.
So yeah, anyway.
Not for a long time.
Yeah, and eventually, I mean, really you only need like 4 synchronizers, because there's really only 4 natures that get used a lot. Like the other ones do get used much more rarely, but yeah. But
so can I show you what I've been doing on the island?
Of course. It's your episode, remember? You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Okay, so this is what I've been doing on that island. I did clear out all the trees. This used to be a boreal forest. Is that right?
Yeah, this whole thing was a forest when we came here.
So I cleared all the trees out. Actually, I'm going to fly up and show the island. Actually, just kidding. Let me use the map. Oh no, how do I go to where I am on the map?
There's like a button on the left, or it's either on the left or on the bottom that looks like a little crosshair.
The follow.
Yeah.
So here's our island.
Click on that and it should center the map on you.
So I cleared out the entire island. Wells, yesterday or today, you put up the outline for our house.
Yeah, it was like the last 3 days I've done stuff with it.
I started a little bit of a tree farm. I finally got enchanted tools yesterday. And I've also been doing apricorn collecting.
By the way, I think we probably have enough apricorns to last us a while.
No, the double chests have to be full.
How many pink apricorns do you need?
A lot. They're used to make... Hold on, I have it written down. Dive balls.
Yeah, which aren't really that useful.
I go fishing all the time.
Okay, fine. I mean, you can do whatever you want.
And you use
make all the apricorns.
Different Pokemon lids.
And stuff.
For the Pokeballs.
Yeah.
All the Pokeball lids. I've made a bunch. For my goal is to get a full double chest full of the 4 or 5 different types of Pokeballs that we use the most of. So that way we never have to make Pokeballs ever again.
Yeah. We really need a storage room. This is...
We do. They're everywhere. That's why I was like, storage.
It's storage. So bad. It pains me to see this. Especially since you're the one organizing the chests, which means I can't ever find anything.
No comment.
I have a system, and it works for me, okay?
I
can totally
have a system
find
too, and it totally works for me too.
Yeah, and I can totally find stuff that I leave in places unless you go moving it, and then I can't find it anywhere.
Oh, and wasn't you able to teach me how to sort out my chests exactly? Or my Pokemon PC? Oh,
that's kind of a matter of preference, honestly.
Legendaries.
There's a few ways you can do it. Some people do it by Pokedex number.
3, 4, 5.
Some people do
I have
it by
5 different legendary types.
Yeah, some people do it by Pokedex number. Some people do it by type, like fire types in one box and water types in another. Some people do it by, like, you can basically sort it however you want.
I think I might do it by types, just because then it'll be easier when I'm like wanting to catch something to find the type that it's weak to, right?
What do you do about double types?
Have a separate page for them in between.
You only have so many boxes.
There's 100 boxes.
Or what? Is it only 100?
Or is it?
No, there's 200.
Oh, 200. There's 200 boxes.
What do you do about Pokemon where when they evolve, they change types? Like, are you not going to have...
They change types when they evolve. Oh, that's right.
Some do. Yeah, it gets... I mean, I did it by
Fun.
type last season, but it sometimes ends up being more complicated, I think. Like, there's not really a best way to do it. You just do whatever works for you.
The ones that only have one type, separate those out into types, and then figure out a different way for all the rest?
You could do it by cuteness factor.
Oh my goodness, there are a lot of cute ones. Did you see this one?
You could have the cutest ones in the first few pages, and then the farther back they go, the uglier they are.
That's not nice.
Fine. The less cute they are.
Okay, look at all these. How do I do this?
Oh, I thought you were going to have me look in your box. I'm like, I can't see the things in your box. Yeah, Manaphy. I know.
They're all so cute.
Mm-hmm. There's lots of cute ones. None of these will be in Sword and Shield. Oh, sorry. Spoilers. For those of you who have not been on the internet over the last couple weeks. Sword and Shield is coming out for Switch very soon, and things have happened to it. I'm not going to get into it because I will just get angry. Yeah. Anyway.
Ooh, did I show you this? In the premiere ball. Look how cute she is. Actually, it's a he.
Also, like, you realize that that's a giant mouth for hair, right?
Yeah. Still cute.
Okay.
Okay, moving on.
I don't find Mawile that cute. I like Mawile. I think it's a very cool Pokemon. Cute is not one of the words that I would personally use to describe it. But anyway. How we doing?
Oh yeah, I've been fishing a lot.
Lots
so
of
I'm
fishing?
excited. Oh no, what did I just do?
What?
Escape.
What now?
Escape. I think I might have searched while I was in the PC.
Oh.
Okay. What were we going to do again? Oh, Wells is smelting up a bunch of sand for glass for the house.
Yeah.
Did I complete my tour? No. Over here is...
Did you complete
what are these mechanical? They're mechanical anvils, right?
Yeah.
This is what you do with your Pokemon lids to pound them into covers for the Pokemon balls.
Yep. They're Pokeball machines, basically.
And then I already decorated with flowers from flowers I collected everywhere. All right, end of tour. Your turn. Actually, right now we're out of time for this episode. We are already like half an hour in, so we'll end this episode and get back to the next one. Does that sound awesome?
Outro! Wifey, go!
Well, if you like this episode, don't forget to like, and if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe so that you don't miss any of the future Pixelmon episodes, and also other episodes out there, and share with all your friends. So,
that was pretty good.
What else? What else is out there?
A+, 10 out of 10.
Don't forget to watch both mine and Welsknight's episodes, because they will be different. We're going to try to mix it up this year.
Oh, and also description. Lots of cool people on the server. Check them all out.
Oh,
Links in
yeah,
the description.
has
Don't
been
forget the other
updated.
people's.
We just added another new person today, too. So, yes, they're all awesome.
Yeah, lots of new people. So,
Ooh,
yep.
and definitely want to get my streaming set up, but I haven't got it set up yet.
Oh yeah, Wifey's going to be streaming on Twitch. I make no promises because Twitch it's complicated. Yeah, Wifey's going to be streaming on Twitch very soon, as soon as she musters up the courage to do so.
Yes, opening my mouth to speak is still a learning process. It's still a learning process. There we go.
I was just going to say, as evidenced by that sentence.
Awkward moment. All right. Oh no, Thief just fell from a very high place.
Rip. Anyway, anything else?
All right. Nope, that's it. Did you want to add anything, honey?
Nope.
All right.
It's your episode, remember? I don't want to take up extra time at the end of your episode.
Well, bye guys, and we'll see you in the next one.
Adios. Bye-bye. Au revoir. Toodles. Bon voyage.
Toodles.
Goodbye.
I like that one.
Ciao for now. Peace. Love and happiness.
Okay, we're done. We're done. we already said bye. All right, end of episode.